No, hombre, no.
Guess I won't be going back that way.
Ok, ¿esto qué es?
My own reflection.
Ah, FFA. Reflejo. Muy bien. Ok. Ay, amigo. A ver si conseguimos salir de aquí.
My own reflection.
Ok.
That must not be the right draft.
¿Puedo abrir las aguas como Moisés? FED.
That must not be the right draft.
Hmm. Ah. Mira vos. Mira vos. Era el hechizo de vaciar. Uy, esto es dentro de nada, ¿eh? Vale.
Bishop Mandible. What in the world is he up to?
Vale, ya estaría.
It's already dry as a bone. It's already dry as a bone.
Vale, pero ¿qué podemos hacer? Tiene que haber algo que podamos hacer, ¿no?
That must not be the right draft.
Mm. A ver qué podemos hacer. A ver qué podemos hacer. Pozo.
That must not be the right draft. That must not be the right draft.
Hmm.
That must not be the right draft.
A ver si lo llenamos otra vez. Pero lo que no entiendo es con qué intención hemos hecho esto y para qué nos vale. Un momentito, ¿eh? Vale, perfecto. Ah, mira tú. Le falta a este juego, no sé si será solamente cuestión de esta versión, por lo que estábamos hablando. Le falta un poco de música ambiente, ¿verdad? Puedo hacer...
It might help to point at something first.
A ver, vamos a ver cómo es esta wea.
Repair costs must be spiraling.
Ajá, juego de palabras en inglés. Mm,
Well, that didn't work. I guess that isn't a draft. Well, that only twisted it tighter.
vale, pues entonces tendrá que ser al revés, ¿verdad? PSED. Ah, ya, güey. Ojo, mira, dragón, ¿eh? You will pay. You will pay for this, motherfucker. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Esto lo he originado yo?
He's fast asleep.
Ah, lo podíamos despertar, ¿verdad? Poner AEDC. AEDC.
Oh, hello there. What's that? Your music woke me up.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, not to worry. I'm Rusty Nailbender.
I'm Bobbin Threadbare, of the Weavers.
Weavers, eh? Our folk are blacksmiths. I'm supposed to be getting firewood for the master, but this plateau's been picked cleaner than a new blade. Come over here. That's us down there. The forge. That's what we call it. I've heard you weavers don't get out much. What's your business here?
I've been looking for a flock of swans.
Swans? No. No swans around here. Oh, say, all this talk has made me sleepy. A real pleasure, though. Oh, let me know if you find your swans. Oh.
Fantástico, fantástico, amigo. A ver qué tenemos por aquí. Tumba.
These grave markers are forged from solid bronze. These grave markers are forged from solid bronze.
¿Qué pasa, David? ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Se puede bajar ahí abajo? ¿Me estás diciendo o no se puede bajar ahí abajo? Ah, sí, se puede bajar ahí abajo. ¡Oh! Hola.
Oh, who are you?
Just me, a friendly stranger?
This is a private guild, my strange young friend. The gate only opens for members.
It's locked. Well, that didn't work.
Y si intento crear un reflejo del otro que está ahí arriba durmiendo, ¿verdad? Yahweh. Yahweh. A ver qué me dice ahora el señor.
Hello, young nailbender. About time you were coming home. Stoke's been looking for you, and he ain't real happy.
Yeah.
You better get in there right now.
You better get in right now. Okay. Ram, muchísimas gracias por ese elixir. A ver.
Well, it's about time, you lazy idiot. I sent you out 4 hours ago for firewood, and you bring me back one scrawny stick. If your father weren't the foreman, I'd toss you in the furnace. You're just like the ewes downstairs with the bishop right now. If that fire goes out and the cleric's swords don't get done,
I'm sorry, I had a bit of trouble.
perhaps you'd like to offer your confessions to the bishop in person. I'd be happy to arrange it. Now give me that stick. I'm done dealing with the likes of you, Nailbender. I'll be back, and you'd better hope the furnace doesn't go out.
What a mess. I can't do anything without my distaff.
¡Qué putada! ¿Pero por qué me quitan mi bastón?
That straw looks awfully comfortable, though. Oh, it must have a sleep draft woven into it.
Imagine frightening a poor defenceless old thing like me. Caw. Well, I may not be much good with fire, love, but I still enjoy the taste of tender.
¡No!
One blasted stick of wood left, curse that lad! 10,000 swords to forge, and the furnace is about as cold as my chances for promotion.
I don't believe this. Real nice of that Weaver kid. Just wait until his turn comes. I'll be waiting for him on the outside.
¡Qué putada!
Dear, that means trouble. If Elder Atropos saw his staff treated so, he'd have something to say about it. You could be sure of that. Careful now, old bird. Let's not singe the feathers.
Ah, nice. No es mal que puedes contar con ayuda, sí. ¡Ah! ¡Ah! Ahora vemos. Aunque de momento no me he encontrado ninguna situación en este juego que te permita morir, ¿eh? Un momentito. Vale. A ver qué tenemos por aquí.
No time for another nap. I've got to get out of here.
¿Puedo transformarlo en oro? Porque sí. De fe.
It's gold again. What useless stuff.
Vale.
It's locked.
F, E, D. Perfecto. Vamos a ver qué tenemos por aquí.
Not a stick left.
¿Esto se podía llenar? E, D, E, D, D, G. Qué guay.
Now that's more like it.
Vale. Hace frío fuera, ¿verdad?
The final blade is even now in the hands of our most skilled blade shaper, Your Excellency. How's it coming there, Edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
Good to hear it. No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You'll share with me a historic moment, Foreman. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
The steel will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good then. Carry on.
¿Puedo quitarles el filo? ¿Verdad? Seguramente. Porque teníamos de F a F.
It might help.
De F
It's too
a...
noisy to spin any drafts in.
de F a F.
Edgewise, is that blade not ready yet? His Excellency is still waiting.
The metal is proud, sir. It does not yield easily to my blows.
More sweat will soften it, I trust.
It will be a blade to be reckoned with.
The Blade of Reckoning. It does have a certain apocalyptic ring to it. I trust I will not be kept waiting much longer.
Good metal rewards patience, exalted one.
And our client rewards quick service. Now pound!
A ver. De F a F.
Didn't work.
Ah, porque de hecho al revés es F A F D. Qué tonto.
The final blade is even now in the hands of
F A F D.
How's it coming there, Edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
Oh.
Hear it! No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You share with me a historic moment, Foreman. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
The steel will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good then. Carry on.
Vale. F A F D.
What? What evil is this? A witch's curse has twisted the final blade.
A curse, Edgewise? I think not. It would take more than a mere witch's curse to ruin my plans. You there! Could it be that this little prank is of your doing? Yes? Well then, I would be honored to have you as my guest at the cathedral.
Muy bien.
I know some other curses that may amuse you.
Ojo, menudo lugar, ¿no? ¿El dragón está con él?
Really tired of this.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bishop Mandible, trans-ultimate apostle of the anti-secular conclave of clerics.
I know. Am I expected to kneel?
Silence, you impudent punk.
This is my assistant, Cobb.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And you require no introduction. Your cloak and staff betray your origins. But I must say I'm surprised to find you here. It's been quite a long time since any weaver bothered to leave that dreary little rock you call home. Loom. So provincial. I can't help but wonder what impelled you to leave it now.
His Excellency asked you a question.
I know. I'm ignoring it.
Ah, recalcitrance. I see.
Shall I fetch the instruments of persuasion, Master?
Please forgive my assistant his eagerness. I fear Cobb is not very worldly. He does not understand the dangerous power of a weaver.
Dangerous? Your Reverence. Him?
Quite dangerous indeed, my dear Cobb. In fact, he could burst this flimsy iron cage open with hardly a second thought.
That's impossible, most exalted one. I inspect the locks personally every fortnight.
Observe and learn then, for even now your prisoner plans his escape.
Supongo que no tenemos opción, ¿verdad? Porque lo único que podemos Seleccionar nuestra jaula.
You see, Cobb? An elusive breed, these weavers. Fortunately, however, they're quite helpless without their weaving sticks.
That distaff will never work for you.
Oh, no, my young friend, you're quite wrong about that. Come, let me show you why. Consider the common graveyard. There, the boundary between the living and the dead is indistinct.
Every graveyard's like that, so?
Now, imagine what might happen if this delicate boundary were to be somehow breached.
Necromancia.
Torn open, so to speak.
It's not that simple. You can't just rip the pattern apart like an old rag.
But it is that simple, my boy, and I can. I have only to lift this rod, and the legions of the dead will stream forth onto the plane of the living. A vast army of the dead, nourished by the shepherd's flocks, armed by the artisanship of the blacksmiths, guided by the glassmaker's spear. All under the spiritual leadership of one supreme commander, me! The final hour is now at hand. The age of the clerics is upon us. I have preparations to attend to, Cobb. Don't let this boy out of your sight. He is to touch nothing. Do you understand me?
Perfectly, Your Excellence.
Lord Mandible, ruler of the universe. I do like the sound of it. I'll have to change my station.
¿Qué pasó, cabrón?
You're not so dangerous now, then, are you?
Hombre. A ver.
She looks hungry. I think I'll stay out of her way.
A ver.
Keep away from that. His Eminence said not to touch anything.
I wasn't going to touch it. Just looking, Cobb, that's all.
Just looking, eh? Well then, perhaps we can do a bit of a trade. How about I let you look in the sphere if...
If... what?
Well, the legends say that to gaze upon an uncloaked weaver brings death. Naturally, we clerics aren't given to such silly superstitions, but I'm curious. Let's answer this one once and for all, shall we?
¿Qué dices? ¿En serio?
May we have some quiet, please?
What?
Begin to invoke the dead with all that screaming.
Well, he can't say he wasn't warned.
Pensé que sería una patraña, que no sería real. Pollo. Vale, ¿hay algo por aquí que pueda tocar?
She looks hungry. I think I'll stay out of her way.